course, chapter number 4. We're talking about the wonders of iTeraCare. And I would like to take this opportunity to appreciate iNetwork International and also iElite System for leading us to have better health and better wealth. And for today's program, we're going to have a special person to train us on iTeraCare. At the same time, we have online testimony sharing, and also we have two more important persons to share with us about iTeraCare. And so without wasting any time, I'm going to invite the first important person to share with us about iTeraCare. And he is all the way from Malaysia, and he has a background of physical education, sports science, and also health and wellness. And so all this while he has been applying Terahertz technology to help so many of the people to improve their health. And so I think we should please welcome our iTeraCare product advisor, Mr. Soma Sundram.
Thank you, Mr. Sam Lu. Thank you very much. Good evening, a very good evening to all of you, ladies and gentlemen out there from Malaysia, India, Africa, and throughout the world. Very welcome to all of you. All right, I shall start immediately. Can you see, Sam?
Yeah.
Just a moment. Okay. Now, I shall start. Now, first of all, let's look at the product. Now, we go by the name iTeraCare. Many of you will be wondering, there are so many products out there. Now, what's the difference between the other products and this product? Now, why this product is different from the others is because, first of all, the quality of the product. It is, the research has been done by the Chinese Academy of Sciences and Sinochem, produced in a factory, and recently the founder of the factory has been incorporated, called to be part of the Chinese Academy of Sciences. All right, now we have two products, the Pro and the Classic. The Classic is normally used at home, whereas the Pro more for industrial use in centers. All right, and this product is certified and patented and by the Chinese Academy of Sciences and Sinochem. All right, and it can be used by everyone, including infants. Okay, so this makes a big difference because can you hear me there? I can see somebody's ear there. Can you hear me clearly, Sam?
Yes, very clear.
Oh, very good, very good. All right, because I saw one ear there just now. All right, thank you. Okay, so to continue, that's what makes this product different. Now let's look at terahertz radiation, because this product produces terahertz radiation. Now, Dr. Rudiger Paschota has mentioned that terahertz radiation means electromagnetic radiation with terahertz frequencies. It is often generated, modulated, and detected using photonics. Right? Now, let's look further at terahertz energy. Now, this is the electromagnetic spectrum. Okay. Now, for many of you have already probably seen this, but for many of you who are also new, terahertz is actually in the electromagnetic spectrum, where before this, nothing much has been done. Okay, people are more focused on radio waves, microwaves, infrared, ultraviolet, and X-rays. But this area, they call this a terahertz gap because they didn't know how to harness the energy and to use it. But now, recently, they found that they have many uses for it. And then especially now, with the use in as a therapy, it has really expanded enormously. Okay. Now, this is another picture of the electromagnetic spectrum, where you can see the radio waves, microwaves. Now, microwaves is something where even Japan has banned. And then you have infrared, the visible light, ultraviolet, and beyond. And you have this terahertz frequency here. Okay. Now, what is terahertz? It is actually something which you have already been used to. It flows into and is emitted by the human body, okay, without us realizing it. It's already there. It's already out there. You're already using it. But and it corresponds to frequencies found in our bodies. All right. So the frequencies in our bodies, they correspond to it. And it is harmless but very powerful. Okay. I will share along the way, I will tell you why it is powerful and how it is being harnessed. Human babies, Qigong masters, healthy young people, and animals, this kind of frequency is extremely strong. All right. And during full moonlight, releases a large amount of terahertz. And maybe that's why when you go for a walk, when there's full moonlight, you feel the difference, a serene feeling of the amount of energy coming on to you. And it is abundant in the universe. Before this, they called it the cosmic microwaves because they were not sure of what the waves were, but now they are sure that this is what is called the terahertz waves. And it is called the radiation of life and the wave of life because of the wonders it does to the human body, all right, and how it works on the human body. We shall see along the way. Now, let's look at some of the terahertz properties which you have. First, it is between microwaves and infrared, all right? Higher than microwaves, lesser than infrareds. And some of them have also used the term far infrared, okay? Now, the frequency range is generally between 100 gigahertz to 10 terahertz, the wavelengths of 3 millimeters to 30 micrometers. It is also known as far infrared or sub-millimeter waves. It is non-ionizing. This is one of the most important things regarding this wave because it is non-ionizing. So it is harmless and very beneficial to the body. But at the same time, it penetrates clothing, paper, cardboard, and plastics. So the initial use for this technology was for imaging. People were more concerned about imaging. They found it, they could easily use it and get results, okay? And it is also absorbed by water and many organic substances. So being absorbed by water, there is the good and the bad. So the bad is nothing bad for us, but in terms of usage, okay? Now, some people ask, is terahertz radiation safe? They are worried. Now, what will it do to me? What can go wrong? Is there any cases where something negative has happened? Okay. So now the first thing is terahertz radiation is non-ionizing. This is one of the most important components and is considered to be safe for humans at low powers. Now, if you look at most of the studies where it is beneficial to human beings, it is done at low powers. There is one study in South Korea where they use high powers, high frequency. So their focus was on something else, all right? So, and they had some bad results with it. So of course, if you use it differently, it is going to give you a different result, all right? So terahertz waves are strongly absorbed by water molecules, which limits their penetration into tissues by hundreds or even tens of microns. This is the general case. Okay, now for example, now in without any other what do you call it, devices, the normal terahertz which you get, it is also absorbed by the water and fluids on our bodies. So the penetration is not as deep as you may want it to go. Now, some people have also asked, okay, now is terahertz water dangerous? Why water? Because Now we found that using this blower, you can also, prepare terahertz water for yourself to drink. And so they ask, is terahertz water dangerous? All right. Unlike X-rays, terahertz waves are non-ionizing. Again, non-ionizing. They do not have enough energy to remove an electron from an atom. So they do not have the same harmful effects on human tissue and DNA. And actually out there are devices which actually focus on charging, resonating terahertz wave onto water, and the water is taken into the body, right? And you see a lot of changes to them. Now let's look at terahertz radiation. Now this is basically the skin. I shall run through fast in this area because I would like to show something else behind, but quickly. Now this is our skin. Basically this is epidermis, dermis and hypodermis, all right? And the penetration level, ultraviolet rays, far infrared and terahertz. So terahertz gets in a little bit more deeper. But what happens is, this is roughly the area as to which it can penetrate. Okay, I'm just running through. Okay, so the total is around 3.1 to 6.3 mm natural terahertz in the atmosphere and out there, right? Now the penetration of normal terahertz waves is about 0.1 to 0.3 millimeters, whereas when you use the iTeraCare device, it can penetrate up to 20 to 30 cm. So it's almost a foot. So it goes a lot deeper than the normal terahertz waves which you are getting. And that makes a big difference on your body, all right? And it can be enhanced using performance enhancing agents. Okay, for example, glycerol, main component of triglycerides, helps penetration by almost up to twice as much. Okay, right. Now let's look at the penetration level without glycerol and with glycerol. So this is the difference you see with glycerol, the penetration, all right? Now, even without this, without the glycerol, still the penetration of about 20 to 30 centimeters is good enough. Now let's look at disease, a little bit on the disease. Now, why people are so interested about these terahertz waves and why is it so important to us? Now, most of us have this problem. Any harmful deviation from the normal structural or functional state of an organism, and which is generally associated with certain signs and symptoms and differing in nature from physical injury, which means that you are not normal, as simple as that. Okay, right. Next thing is a disease organism commonly exhibits signs or symptoms indicative of its abnormal state, which means that most often you see signs. You see signs and symptoms related to a disease. Then you know you are diseased. And then you want to do something about it. Then you go and see the doctor and try to get yourself healed. The normal condition of an organism must be understood in order to recognize the hallmarks of disease, which means that at the basic level, a person should understand what should be his condition when he's healthy, so that when he's unhealthy, he knows what his problem is and what to work on, all right? So this is the basics of having disease. Now, let's look at some related mechanisms. First of all, clusters. Now, these clusters I will explain a little bit more deeply today after this. Now, basically, the water which you are drinking is in cluster form. Okay, the molecules are in cluster form. So half your disease comes from these clusters. I will explain in detail after this. Okay. The second one is energy. Now, whatever, the body is supposed to be energized. When you talk to certain people, this is an energy drink, that food gives you energy, you must take organic products, raw product. The reason is all because you need that energy. The body needs that energy. Unfortunately, we are not getting enough of that, okay? And it is non-ionizing, all right? This product, the one which you are using First of all, in the clusters, as far as clusters are concerned, it helps to break up the clusters and it gives that energy which we are missing. And it is non-ionizing, so it is harmless for you to use. And it is non-invasive. You don't have to cut yourself open to force it inside you. And there is no contact with the body, all right? So it is a device which everyone can use, all right, if you know how to use it. And it is localized, okay? The first thing is, it is localized in the sense that the device is designed such that you use it on areas where you need treatment, okay? Especially when it concerns the cells, okay? And you can use it differently, where, as I was telling earlier, you can charge water, drink the water for your whole body. I'll explain about that also later in the talk. Okay. Now, the other thing is it is specialized. Okay, specialized, which means that it is designed for a certain purpose. So make sure you know what it is designed for, where it is supposed to be used, how it is used. And when you know that aspect, then you will see tremendous changes to your body. You will start seeing changes. You'll be excited about it, and you will be so happy because you can see the changes yourself. And the best part is you are treating yourself. You know, the body is a beautiful machine. The body is a very beautiful machine. God has created such that the body is a beautiful machine where it is always trying to treat itself. Unfortunately, we are not giving it the tool which it requires to heal itself. We are always seeking something outside. You're looking for help from the outside. So when you do that, then you are seeking treatment outside. But actually, if you give it what it requires, the body starts to heal itself. Trust me on that. By a present health condition, when you use this device, you need to know your present health condition as well. Now, especially when it comes to the lungs, we have cases where it is treating the lungs, but lungs is one area when it is being treated, it releases water. So sometimes it heals so fast. The people are so excited, they start healing themselves very fast, so much so there's so much water release and you can be a little suffocated. So be careful on this. Start slow because it will heal you. Once your body is a bit more stable, you get used to it, and then you know how much to treat yourself. Increase slowly, and then you can go faster. So you will know, you have a feel of the thing. You know how much you can go, all right? Trust me, you will be healed. Now, let's look at something else. The future of medicine, okay? Now, recently there was a kind gentleman who shared a video in our group, all right? As most of you know, we have our group. He shared a video about protein electrodynamics and terahertz medicine by Dr. Organ Gurel. Okay, I wish to share some things here from that video, which you may have missed out. Okay, and for those who have missed out, please look at it again. It is a beautiful video which will explain how this terahertz device will help you. Now, the first thing is, protein is the machinery of life. It is a machinery of life where practically every part of your body, the protein and functions and helps you to keep yourself going. And normally when you look at medicine and drugs, so most of the drugs are designed where they work on the proteins to get you better. Okay, so this is the first thing he mentioned. So the second thing, the modalities, diagnosis and treatment. Okay, now all the modalities which are present as of now, they have already come to the point of saturation, which means that there are no new modalities. That means, for example, if you're using X-ray, you're using MRI, you've come to the stage where you are not going beyond. What you are doing is you are just increasing the technology of that particular device better technology, but no new modalities. And, and terahertz is one new modality which is looking into the future, okay, where the future of medicine is going to be the future, is going to be the medicine of frequencies. And in the future of medicine, terahertz is going to play a very important part, and you have already started. Okay, the next one is, so as I was saying just now, terahertz is a new modality in various areas, including treatment and therapy. So we already started with the future, all right? And then we are looking at the progression. Now, before this, it was like matter to matter. What it means by that is, now inside of you is matter. So outside, you're taking in drugs, you're taking in things which is a matter, it's a form of matter to treat matter inside your body. Okay, and presently what's happening is you're using energy. By using this device, by using the terahertz energy, you have already started on the frequency, on the what you call it, medicine of frequency, to treat the matter inside your body. I hope you can understand what I'm trying to say. So this is already the medicine of the future, which you have already started now. Congratulations to you. All right, now next. Proteins emit and absorb radiation. Now, this is an important factor, because when it emits and absorbs the radiation, what it means is it also emits and absorbs terahertz radiation, and it is being put to use. It vibrates and when it's charged, okay? Now, all our cells in the body, they have resonance, they are excitable, they vibrate, and they are charged, okay? Similar with protein. Protein does the same. Now, let's look at another one or two components which are which actually most of the diseases, present modern day diseases, is because of this problem. Because of this very problem, you have so many diseases. The first one is myoglobin. Myoglobin captures oxygen that muscle cells use for energy, especially in the heart and skeletal muscles. And myoglobin in muscle cells accept, store, transport, and release oxygen. Now, what happens is, in most people, this function deteriorates, degenerates, and then you have all kinds of cardiorespiratory problems. And then it becomes interrelated, and all the organs start having problems. All right. And the other one is hemoglobin. Now, hemoglobin is essential for transferring oxygen in your blood from the lungs to the tissues, and also serves as an important role of carrying oxygen and carbon dioxide through your blood. Now, I will show you after this why this is important, why these two components are very important, all right? Okay, now let's look at something else. How good is terahertz water? Terahertz water can significantly improve the human body blood circulation system. Well, now what does that exactly mean? I mentioned about clusters earlier. It breaks down the clusters. We shall see later. All right. I mentioned about energy. It brings in the energy, terahertz water. I mentioned about what do you call that, oxygen. It brings in a significant amount of oxygen to help with your myoglobins and hemoglobins. Effectively increase the water content of cells and the efficiency of communication between cells. Now, increase the water content of cells has got to do with the cluster, which I mentioned, which I shall be explaining soon. It can activate and repair cells. Now, many of the cells, because of the lack of energy, they do not function optimally. Okay, they want to function, but they just do not have that energy. So what happens is, this terahertz device gives it that energy. This terahertz water gives the energy to the cells so that they function optimally, bringing you back from disease. Okay, now let's go a little bit further. Cells, we look at dehydration, water, and energy. Why dehydration? Now, let's look at it a little bit more in detail. Why dehydration? Now, the body is composed of about 70% water. Most of you, when we ask, you can tell that it's about 70 in certain components of the body, even more than that. Unfortunately, not many people drink water where it comes to the level of fully being hydrated. Why? Because when you were younger, you had enzymes which were breaking down the water clusters. And as you get older, you were losing those enzymes which were breaking those water clusters. That's the first one. The second one is because the water clusters are too big. They have problems getting into your cells. All right. So when they are too big, they cannot enter into your cells. There's not much water entering into your cells. And by research, only about 30% of the water you drink from the normal water which you drink is actually entering your body. And further research has also shown that for people aged 50 and above, when they should be 70% hydrated, they're only about 50% hydrated. All right. So what happens is they are working on a deficiency of 20% throughout their life from the age of 40s and 50s, even more so when they drink less. All right. So which means that what happens is the cells are almost continuously dehydrated and they do not get the energy they want. And what happens is they do not function as they should. And when they do not function as they should, what happens is it comes to a degenerative state. And when it becomes a degenerative state, diseases start coming in. And that's when you start getting diseases. Unfortunately, many of us have accepted it as old age. I'm getting older. That's why I'm getting all this. Actually, as you grow older, you do not have to get worse in your health if you know how to take care of yourself. Okay? So if you arrest this dehydration problem, trust me, you will reverse your condition. Now the next thing, clusters. I've already explained. I will explain further later. Cells and water channels. All the cells, they have got something called water channels. And these water channels actually allow water to come into them. So when you have clusters of H2O, water molecules, the clusters are from 2 molecules to even up to 25 molecules. All right. So when they are above 4 molecules, 5 molecules and above, they find it difficult to enter the water channel into the cell. And most of the water is in cluster form because of a lack of energy, lack of enzymes to break that down. So we are working on a deficit, which means that the water which you drink, or 30% enters, the rest stays in your stomach, and you feel, oh, I have drank a lot of water today. I should be okay. Okay, but actually you are still dehydrated. Okay, if you know how to arrest this problem, you're going to change your life. And trust me, terahertz waves help you with that. They break down the clusters, they bring in energy into the water, and about 90% of the water now enters into your cells. Okay, terahertz waves break these clusters and make them linear, individual, where about 90% of the water enters into your cells and you become hydrated. And as well as being hydrated, it brings in the energy which you are losing now, you do not have. It comes into the cells and help the cells to resonate, exciting them, and then they start to function. And they are working at the optimal level. And slowly, whatever disease you have is now slowly going out the window. You see changes. All right. So when we talk about energy, I would like to touch a little bit more on energy. Days were, I used to wonder why in the older days people used to live more healthily, and we are drinking the same water and we are not getting any healthy, but worse, with all kinds of diseases, and people are accepting them. And I found that one of the main reasons is because of energy. The water which used to come in your streams, in the rivers, where people used to drink, was energized, full of energy. So when you drink that water, it brings that energy into your body, into your cells. It brings the energy of life, and you remain healthy. It can do what it's supposed to do. It can break down the clusters. It can, excite the cells, and they function optimally. Now the water which is coming to you, they go to the dams. In the dams, they add various kinds of compounds, okay, like fluorine and the others. And then along the way, they also pick up whatever is given out by these factories, heavy metals and the like. And then even our rain now contains poisons and toxins. All right. So all that is collected, and when they travel in the water, they create memories. All right, the memories in the water, which depicts whatever it was. Now, when it comes to you, comes into your house, many of you are using all kinds of filters, which is very good. You are filtering out what do you call that? These sediments. You are filtering out toxins. You are filtering out bacteria. We're filtering out so many things. Okay, and you got all kinds of things. And when you drink the water, you're very happy because now I'm drinking clean water. Well, this is what everybody tells you. But most people do not know that the memory which it has picked up from whatever it was coming through escapes, that comes into the water which you are drinking. And it behaves as if those poisons and toxins are still inside. So what you have to do now is change the frequency of those toxins and whatever poisons or whatever was there, so that now the frequency is different. Positive frequencies, similar to what is required by the body. So terahertz energy is able to do that. So when you're actually drinking the water or you're using the blower, you actually, in one way, in one aspect, you are changing the frequency of those poisons and toxins so that they do not create harm for you. All right? These are things which our forefathers were using without knowing, but we, in the name of technology and advancement, actually are killing ourselves. All right? Okay, let's continue. So this is the role of terahertz energy, and how it helps with the clusters, how it helps with the water channels, and how it brings in water into the cells, how it energizes the cells and brings you back to better health. That's why you see a lot of people now who are using the blower. They say, I find relief, I find myself getting better, I find myself getting treated. Because of this, because the body is now able to get what it requires to heal itself. Now you are the doctor, you are healing yourself. All right. Now let's look at the water channel which I told you just now. Now this is the water channel. Now this water channel is controlled by something called an aquaporin. And this aquaporin allows water, which is 4 molecules and below, a cluster, to enter easily. Anything more than 4 clusters is unable to come in. So you find yourself dehydrated despite drinking a lot of water. Now terahertz water, terahertz blower, you can create that water and it breaks down these clusters, allowing a lot more water to come into your cells, and you find your cells being hydrated. Okay, the next one is the water clusters. Okay, now if you look at this, these are the clusters I was mentioning. Now this is an example of the clusters, starting from three molecules to about 25 molecules. Okay, and this is why you have problems with your water. The water which you drink is unable to get into your cells. And terahertz energy helps you with that. It breaks down this water. Okay. Now, when you look at isomers of water cluster, I'm sorry if I'm going a little bit deep, but I thought that it will be good to explain today so you understand why you should be using this blower and why you should be using this terahertz energy. Now, if you look at this, you have isomers, H2O, 4, H2O, 5, and beyond. Okay, so this N here, 4 and beyond, denotes the number of molecules which you have in the clusters. Now, if you read the book written by Gerard Pollock, one of the foremost experts in water, he talks about good water. He talks about good water. He talks about water having 4 states instead of 3. We know the states of what do you call it? Gaseous state, fluid states, and then the other one, and the 4th one is good water. Now, if the water is in this state, it becomes good water. I was wondering why good water. But now I realize because of the clusters. Now, when they are 4 molecules and below, they easily get into your body and they serve you a purpose. Whereas these ones, the ones which are beyond 4 molecules, have problems getting in and it doesn't serve you much purpose. So this terahertz wave is actually helping you. Okay. Now let's look at the larger versus smaller clusters. Now, large water clusters do not hydrate cells easily. They have problems getting into the cells. Whereas the small water clusters can easily penetrate cells for improved hydration. So now you know why it is very, very, very good, and not only good, very important, why you should break the water clusters, why you should energize them, and how you can do that. All right? So this terahertz blower is definitely going to help in that process. Okay, next one. Let's look at energy and iTeraCare. Now, as I said earlier, energy and human beings, before and now. Before this, people were simple. They didn't have the technology before. The factories were not as much as now. So the water which they were drinking had a lot of energy. All right. So they were very healthy because of that. The water which is able to enter the cells, the water which is able to energize the cells, they're energizing the body and letting your cells function as they should, optimal level, and you don't have diseases. But now with this problem, you can check the water which you drink at home. They do not contain energy. And because of that, that is part of your problem. And on top of that, the waters are becoming clusters of 4 molecules and beyond, and they are not getting into your cells, and you're becoming dehydrated. And you're running into all kinds of problems. Okay, all cells produce electromagnetic fields because the human body produces complex electrical activity in all the body's 210 different cell types. Okay, which means that you need the energy. Again, neurons, endocrine cells, and muscle cells are all referred to as excitable cells. You need the energy. But now you do not get the energy. So terahertz energy will help you. And that is why when you focus on certain areas, you are giving that energy. You're breaking down the water clusters in those areas, the cells. You're allowing the water to enter into the cells. You're allowing the energy to enter into the cells. And those cells are now able to heal, become better. All right? Now these cells produce current, the electron transfer, magnetic field, the moving charges, the pulse frequency, as well as pH, and all those things via biophotons. So again, we're talking about how the body needs energy. So give the body the energy it needs. And you have a beautiful tool with you. This, what do you call that, iTeraCare blower is a beautiful tool. When I first saw it, I was wondering how can it be different from all other tools. So the first thing I did was to test on myself. And I found that a lot of things happen. And I started trying on so many other people, and a lot of things happened. And I was convinced that this is a beautiful device I have in my hands, and everybody should be having it. All right? Okay. Now, when we are in sync with nature and the Earth's frequency, a natural resonance effect exists, which supports harmony and clear communication on a cellular level. All right? Why nature? People go to the waterfall, deep into the jungle, and they feel very refreshed. Why? Because of the energy it contains. A very high energy there. And that energy, your body absorbs, and when you come back, you feel so refreshed. All right? Next. Now, people also tell you eat raw food, okay? Eat raw food. Try as much as possible not to eat cooked food. And some people eat really cooked food. Why? This is a Kirlian photography where it shows the amount of energy on particular things. Here we see half a tomato. The one on the left is raw. The one on the right is cooked. Now look at the amount of energy in the raw food and in the cooked food. Now, what happens is as you keep eating cooked food, especially food which is really cooked, the lesser energy you're getting into your body, right? And that is why people advise you to eat raw food. Now, what happens is this blower, this terahertz energy, helps you to recover that energy if you know how to use it properly. Blow onto your body, all parts of your body. It helps you. Okay. Now, this is how cells will look before they are charged, before they are hydrated, before they have energy. And once they are charged, they have the energy, the clusters are broken down. This is how they look. Now, look at the cells around them, the energy. Look at how they are separated. Now, if you look at a little bit more of science, now if you look at these individual clusters, when you talk about surface area to volume ratio, this is the area around where you can collect oxygen, nutrients, and the carbon dioxide which you can remove. So the surface area is only this much. Now when they are separated here, the surface area to volume ratio becomes much bigger. Each individual cell now can collect oxygen, can collect nutrients, and take away the toxins, and take away the carbon dioxide especially. All right. So now the movement is much faster. Right? A lot of oxygen nutrients come in, a lot of carbon dioxide goes out, and suddenly you find that areas where the oxygen is coming in more becomes healthier as well. Okay. So this is also partly, actually this is a picture of where terahertz waves were used on the same person before and after. Okay, now next. Many of you have actually asked or tried, I have a question. Now, how do I know whether there is energy or not? And many of you have even asked for the devices. To tell you the truth, even I have not seen the device yet. Probably only the factory has it and will be very costly. But I use a test to test those people who are going to drink this water. So they want to know, okay, now you are using this blower or any water device and you're telling me that this has terahertz energy. Can you tell me that there is terahertz energy there? Definitely I cannot. I cannot see, all right? It is not visible. Then can you show me? Yes, I can show you. Okay, I do a simple test. Just a very simple test. This test has been used by traditional practitioners, especially from India. Indian traditional practitioners, they have been using this test for various other things. I'm not the first one to use, but probably I could be the first one to use for terahertz energy, because I use this extensively, and also I tell all the friends which I know who are using these devices, you can use this as a simple test to show people that now the water you drink has energy. Okay, so bear with me. I'm going to run a small video. I just took today so that everybody can watch how it is done. And hopefully at the end of it, you can also do this energy test yourself. At least you can show people, look, this machine actually has energy, and that energy now is in the water you drink, and it's going to help you. And that same energy now, when you blow onto your body, it is going to give you tremendous health benefits. Okay, now let's just bear with me.
Mr. Soma, I think we can't hear the audio or the video.
Sorry?
There's no voice from the audio. Or
Hold
from
on.
Yeah.
Okay, is it, can you hear now? Can you hear?
You play the video and see.
Okay.
No, there's no voice from video. I think maybe you need to illustrate, Mr. Soma.
Okay. Because I can hear the voice here. Okay, I think I will explain as we go along.
Yeah, please. Thank you.
All right. Okay, I'm just saying that I'm from Malaysia. This is a test which I normally use on people. So it works for me, and I hope it works for you. This is a device I normally use, iTeraCare blower, classic. This is more for households, whereas the Pro is used in physiotherapy centers. Now this water comparison, the first one is just plain drinking water. This is blown using iTeraCare for 10 seconds. This is 20 seconds. This is 30 seconds. The last one, I use a water device used for 3 minutes as a comparison as to how good this blower is. So now this is the energy test I'm going to do. This person is going to help me with the test. Normally they call it the spleen test and used in traditional medicine in India extensively. It is a rough guideline for you to try out. First of all, the left hand on the spleen. Right hand straight up, held strongly. Now the person who is testing it, straight hand, 2 fingers for men. Ladies, you can use 1 finger. At the count of 3, 1, 2, 3. Now that's the strength of the person. You can push it down, the amount of energy he has. Now here I'm going to blow for 10 seconds. Blowing for 10 seconds. This one is for 20 seconds. Oh, sorry. Just one moment. I'll see if I can get the video out for you. No video. Hmm. Hmm. Yeah. And this is for 30 seconds. Now the distance is relatively close. You don't want to splash the water out. It's not too far. Now we'll compare all the 5 kinds of water. The first one here is plain water. 10 seconds, 20, 30. And this is the water device. This filtered drinking water without being charged. This is using a water device which has been charged for 3 minutes. Also containing terahertz energy. Plain drinking water held to the body. Hand test. Ready? 1, 2, 3. Now that's the strength he has for the plain water. Easy, very easy to push. 10 seconds using the blower. Second test. 1, 2, 3. Relatively stronger than plain water, but still it's not as strong. This one was a bit stronger. The energy is there, but not much. This is for 20 seconds. 1, 2, 3. Much stronger than the first one. Much stronger. 30 seconds. Ready? 1, 2, 3. Much stronger. You have to really put effort. You can see the strength now. The energy is working now. So much higher than all the rest so far. And the last one, water device which has been charged 3 minutes, which has been designed to charge water. 1, 2, 3. The strength is there. Okay, so we have done until 30 seconds. Okay, presently this is the strongest compared to the rest. Okay, the effects are slowly increasing one by one, but this is still strong. Now this was only charged for 30 seconds. Okay, now we shall try for 1 minute. Okay, this is for 60 seconds, and we are going to compare the amount of energy inside. The idea is to compare with the water device. So I shall speed it up for you. So you have got water charged for 1 minute, 60 seconds. So now we are going to compare plain water, water charge 60 seconds by the terahertz, the iTeraCare and with the water device. So this is a subjective test. So just to see the comparison. Okay, the basic test. So there's no energy there. Plain water, 1, 2, 3. Also relatively easy. There's no strength there. Now this is the charge by the iTeraCare blower for 60 seconds. Now you find that it's much stronger. I have to exert much stronger, very strong to get it down. This is the water from the water device. Okay, similar. In comparing the three, question was asked, which is stronger? The least of the strength was the first one. The second, are they the same? The second one is much stronger. This is from the person where the toss was conducted on. One more trial just to make him sure that what he's saying is correct. The force is being exerted, but it's very difficult to go down. Very strong. Similar. Almost similar. Which do you think is stronger? He feels it's the second one is stronger. All right. This is by the person where we conducted the test on. They are as good as each other. But he feels that the second one is even stronger. Plain drinking water, water charged for 1 minute by the iTeraCare blower, and water charged for 3 minutes by a water device. That device is designed just to charge water. The blower is designed to blow, but can also be used for charging water. Drink this water and trust me, it will also help you. We're going to compare water outside your body and inside your body. Plain water, and this is water has been charged for 1 minute. Earlier, we just held it to the side where the water is outside the body. This time, we're going to get the water into your body, and we're going to see what's the difference. Again, question asked of this person, have you ever drank this water before? No, never drank in his life. Oh, sorry, never drank before. So this person has not been drinking terahertz water. Plain drinking water outside the body. As strong as you can, all right? Very strong. Now, this is the strength he has with the plain drinking water. Now, this water charged with the iTeraCare blower for 1 minute. And the water is outside. 1, 2, 3. That's the strength he's exerting. Yeah. The difference big or small? Is it very big? Now the water is outside. You're going to drink the water. And let's see what happens. About half of the half in the glass. Some more left in the glass. We have seen the water on the outside. Now we're going to see what happens when the water is inside. Ready? 1, 2, 3. The force exerted is very strong. The water is already inside. And this water was blown using the iTeraCare blower for 60 seconds. How big is the difference? Big. Okay. Now let's test on myself. I just want you to test as to my strength. Because I have been a regular drinker, I drink Terahertz water all the time. Every day from morning till night, I drink Terahertz water, besides coffee and tea. So we shall try and see what happens to me. Okay, what I'm saying is I'm a regular drinker, drinking for the whole day. Okay. As strong as you can. 1, 2, 3. With 2 fingers. I can push harder. Now, one more time with all 5 fingers, the whole strength is body strength. As strong as he can. 1, 2, 3. All right? So this is the strength which your body builds, the energy which your body builds when you're continuously drinking this water. All right? So today we have seen what the water does to you. Because of the water, my body is constantly charged, constantly working optimally. My cells are hydrated, my cells are charged, and the whole body is charged and gives me that strength. Keep yourself fully hydrated, drink charged water, use the iTeraCare blower to charge your water and drink. Okay, there you go. Sorry. Okay, so now that was a simple test which I normally do to see whether the water is charged. Now what I have done is I charge it for 10 seconds, 20 seconds, 30 seconds. But frankly, to me, this up to 30 seconds, it was getting stronger and stronger, but it still was not strong enough. Okay, but when you charge it to 60 seconds, it is really strong. The energy is there. The amount of energy in the water is tremendous, and it certainly has changed my assistant to a much stronger person. All right, and that if you do this throughout the day, you drink this water throughout the day, you will see the changes to your body, especially as per health, will change tremendously, and many of your diseases will start changing. I can give you my word for that. Right. The next thing, how is it helpful? Okay, first, reduce the pain, including headaches and joint pain, as an alternative treatment for a variety of diseases like dermatitis and cardiovascular diseases and diabetes. I shall rush through this because many of you have seen this and know about this. What is important was the earlier part, all right? Okay, now, gastrointestinal disorders, pain relief and wound healing. To improve blood circulation, viscosity. Trust me, the water which you create using this blower really improves your blood circulation, the viscosity, it dilutes your viscosity. So people having heart problems will definitely benefit from it. To improve the lymphatic system performance, all the toxins, all the unwanted things in your body has to come out in some way. And the lymphatic system definitely improves the performance by drinking this water and blowing with the blower. And you clear your meridian and chakra points. If you see most of the treatment, they start with blowing on your palms, on the soles of your feet, both your feet to start. Okay, so basically trying to clear your meridian points, chakra points, so that the flow, the chi, it can flow. There's no blockages, right? Okay, now other uses, it's also helpful to reduce the toxic side effects of chemotherapy and radiotherapy in cancer patients, in the modulation of the immune system, and in the stimulation of the nervous system, all right? So I will explain in another talk what happens in these areas, all right? The modulation of the immune system and the stimulation of the nervous system, specifically why this gives you problems and how you overcome them. All right, now suggestions and recommendations for best results. Treatment typically is delivered at low intensity on a localized skin area during a 15 to 20 minute daily treatment for 5 up to 15 days, all right? Which means that you will know where your problem is, you focus on those areas and you will see changes unless you're looking for something more. Should not cause tissue heating and associate damage because it is not focused at one point, but is general, all right? Externally, outside, you're looking at the treated skin areas where they are the sites of injury, in the case of surface wounds and skin diseases, whereas the affected joints are the targets in the case of pain. And internally, you're looking at meridian points, we're focusing on them. Internal diseases are treated at a number of anatomic or acupuncture points, such as the lower end of the sternum. The sternum plays an important part. We shall see where it is afterwards. And following local exposure, terahertz energy is mainly absorbed through the human skin, which is made up of 70 to 80% of water. I've explained to you how water plays a big part. So when it is absorbed by the terahertz energy, wherever we are blowing it, the water clusters in those areas break down, and they make access into the water cells much easier, bringing energy, and the cells become rejuvenated and they start healing, right? So hydration, normally we would recommend for you to drink a glass of water before treatment starts and also after treatment. The reason is the water plays a very big part in the treatment, and after that to remove the toxins after your treatment, all right? Now, there are signs during the treatment where you have pain, burning or tingling sensation on the affected parts, okay, or problem areas. So this is quite normal because they call it a healing crisis, where you get slightly worse before getting better, because now it's starting to work on those areas. All right. So as you move the blower, you'll find that on those areas where you have problem, you feel a little bit more pain or sensation. Whereas on areas where you don't have a problem, you don't really feel that much. Okay, but still work on them. TCM suggests that where you feel pain, there is probably a blockage in that area. And also it suggests that where you feel no pain, there is probably no blockage in that area. Okay, it is very user friendly. All right, practically everybody can use it, very easy to operate. You don't need a professional skills or knowledge. All right, although if you want to look deeper as a treatment tool, therapy, then knowing some points, acupuncture points, meridian points will help you better. Okay, just blow on affected areas. If you need to be more specific relating to certain diseases or conditions, follow some simple guidelines, as I said just now. All right, now this is a sternum I was talking about, and this plays an important part as a guide for treatment. Okay, I shall run through some of the treatment. This is some of the treatment for knee arthritis and the rest. And then you also have for diabetes, varicose veins, peripheral neuritis. We have for prostatitis and all those things here. And I shall just run through obesity, even obesity, yeah? Especially when you focus on this tummy area and at the back, it helps you with this obesity, yeah? And then leg cramps, spleen deficiency, menopausal syndromes, okay? And then this is more to do with other problems. I've just run through. Also for beauty, all right? Using it on the face, there are 3 switches there, 3 levels. Use the lowest one, you blow onto your face. As you use your hand to push it up, you will find that a lot of changes happen to your face. You will look better. And the good part about this blower is it goes deep, because it can go up to 1 foot. It penetrates inside areas where normal massage will not go in. Normal acupuncture or normal cupping may not be able to penetrate. Okay, so it goes right deep inside and tries to rejuvenate areas where you have a problem. And as you remember, I told about water. Now, most of these areas are having these fluids, and these fluids now will function better because the water crystals there are being broken and energized. Okay, next, testimonies. We look at some testimonies quickly. This is on an elderly lady. This is for tummy, okay, 20 days after using it. It's for the leg, skin disorders, acne, the face, okay, and main various where it can help, various inflammations, various pains, blockages, healthy skin. If you want healthy skin, you want beauty, it helps you. Okay, now these are the main areas. We have this in your slides, which we normally put in the groups, so I shall not go over them here. Okay, now treatment for the back. Okay, now this is one scenario where treatment for the back with the clothes on. Okay, a short one. Okay, this is one. Now this is another one. Just one moment. Okay, now this is, if you can see, is using the Pro, all right, Pro blower. Okay, use more in physiotherapy centers. Okay, I shall speed it up. Okay, now this is another case which I had in June. This person was down by stroke. So just to share with you quickly, so what happened to her? This stroke patient, I went and visited her on, sorry, she had the stroke on the 27th of May. She was in Batu Gajah in an area in Malaysia. She was brought to her daughter's house to be taken to a doctor in the northern part of Malaysia. So unfortunately, because of the lockdown, she was unable to go anywhere. And for the first visit, which I went and saw her on the 6th, I was informed on the 5th, I went and saw her on the 6th. And when I saw her on the 6th, this is the second visit, the picture here, the second visit. The first visit, she was slumped on the sofa, okay? She was slumped on the sofa. Okay? This is my personal experience. Okay? Slouched on the sofa, and then she couldn't lift her right hand or right leg, all right? And she couldn't bring herself up to sit, and she hardly could stand, and on the bed, she couldn't move, so the daughter had to do everything for her, okay? So, and couldn't turn, everything had to be done by the daughter. So I started treatment on her using the blower, and also charged the water for her to drink. And after 3 days, this is the same person I saw on the first day. All right, she's already able to sit upright. Okay, and after 3 days, this is what I saw. Okay, she could sit properly on the sofa, and she could start lifting her hand, turning her hand. First time, how much could you lift your right hand? Nothing much, hardly could lift, will fall down. Okay, lift your hand now. Okay, sideways, turn it around. She can't do that before, can't do it all. Leg cannot be lifted. Now she can lift it. Okay. Can hardly can stand. She's trying to stand now. All right, and trying to walk. No strength as of now. Okay. Now. Okay. She could turn on her bed. She could stand with minimal help from the daughter and walk some steps. Maybe I was lucky, and with the divine help, she was able to progress faster, and I really thank the divine for that. Okay, and the voice also louder. Okay, now this is the third visit in treatment on the 16th June. Now she's using the walker and able to walk longer distances, helping with folding clothes, voice stronger, body stronger. Okay, now she's beginning to use the walker. Okay, just to cut this short, to go, to go faster. So now I felt that 20th June again, and each time I go and blow for her whole body, especially focusing on areas where I thought she should focus on. Okay, now this is the first time she's going to try to walk. With the walker lifted. I told her that I am now confident that she should try to walk on her own without the walker. And I said, let's try today. So she's going to lift the walker and walk today. Okay. I'm asking her to lift the walker. Okay, walk. Okay. So again, to save time, I shall stop this one. Next is, I told her, now let's walk without the walker, with the daughter by her side. Okay, sorry. Okay, on the same day. With the walk, the daughter is by the side, and now she's walking. Although she doesn't have confidence, I had confidence. Okay, I shall stop here. Okay, the next one is, after a few days, I went again to see her. Okay, on the 28th of June, I was at the entrance of her house at the gate, parking my bike, and I was shocked to see her sitting in front without any walker, and could see the smile, the happiness on her. And I said, okay, you walk to me, I want to see before I come into your house. She's able to walk independently, able to cater by herself, able to help with simple housework, and able to look after her grandchildren. And overall, she was now 100% self-independent. There you go. Okay, so this is the lady. Now you can see even the face. First time I met her, it was a bit white, pale. Now you can see a little bit pinkish, right? So I think this is the kind of happiness which are priceless, right? Priceless in a sense that you know that you could help somebody else, okay? And all I used was the iTeraCare blower and also charged water for her to drink. Both these combinations are really superb, okay? Tremendous. And today, I went and visited her again because tomorrow she's going to go back to her hometown and she believes in this treatment. Charge for her some water to take with her. Okay, so that's it from me. I'm sorry if I took a lot of time, but I thought that today I shall show you something where there could be some doubters whether this thing really works. And if you're looking at the technicalities, does this work? How much does this blow? How much is the charge? Then you're going to miss out on something which is very marvelous. Look at how it heals. Use it for healing. Later we'll come to the technicalities. Trust me, this company is also new. They just started around June, 1st of June officially, and within 2 months, tremendous, because all the people who have been using so far, I have not heard of one negative comment. They're only giving the positives and they're also promoting it to their friends because I do not know of any negativity. So with that, I end my talk. Thank you, Mr. Samlu. Thank you, everyone. Hope to see you again. Thank you.
Yeah, thank you very much to Mr. Soma for sharing the technical part for iTeraCare and the Terahertz frequency and application. And later we're going to open the inquiries, if any, after our another fields program go on. Where next one, actually, I'm going to invite our online testimony sharing from our friends all around the world. And the first person I'm going to invite is all the way from Uganda, which is Madam Karugala Zoova. Yeah, Madam Zoova, or what maybe we call you Mama Watoto, right? Mama Watoto, can you please, just let us hear from you. Is Mama Watoto on the line? I think Mama Watoto is not connected to audio. It's okay. Maybe we invite another our testimony sharer. Yeah, and actually, we have another one all the way from Kenya. Yeah, all the way from Kenya to share a little bit about his testimony.
Bro, Sam, hold on.
Yes.
Let me share some of the leaders from India. Hold on. Meet all the top leaders from India. Mr. Rakesh Shah. Hey, hi. Hi. Mr. Kari. Hi. Mr. Vilas. Yes. Sandeep. Okay, I'm just showing you all the leaders because they have been listening to so much talk and they all fell asleep because he took too long. Okay, anyway, they wanted to say hi. They are going back and tomorrow they are coming in to sign up all their IDs, 100 over IDs. They are signing up tomorrow. Okay, take care. Hold on.
Okay, well done. Yeah, thank you, Mr. Shankar, our business consultant for South Asia. Okay, it's okay. I'll proceed with our testimony from Kenya. I think we'd like to welcome Pastor Regina. Yeah, Pastor Regina, you can turn on your mic round and also turn on your camera. Please welcome Pastor Regina.
Yes, here I am. Good evening, good morning, all over the world. I am Pastor Regina Mwende Moses, and I'm one excited person about the iTeraCare machine or device. From 2018 October, I suffered a lung problem. One of my lungs was failing, and so I had difficulties in breathing for a long time, and many times I fainted. But then, as I progressed with medication, the problem didn't end, but I was able to be maintained. So my oxygen levels were always 60, 70. But early this year, actually late this last year, I got a bit sick. I had a lot of constipation, and before I've never had any problem with my digestive system. And a lot of my chest was always full. I eat and I could not swallow food. I swallow food, but it could not go beyond my chest. And I always felt like the food was on my chest. And many times I forced myself to vomit, but unfortunately I never saw the food I had eaten. And so I had so many problems with my inner being. I didn't understand what was happening with my stomach, with my digestive system, my breathing. Then about a month, almost 2 months now and a half, my heart began to palpitate very fast, to beat very fast. And everything seemed to be very fast in my body. And so I didn't understand myself. I got so confused. And at the same time, in the confusion, I had some other symptoms, which I had constipation, heart palpitations, food congestion in the chest. Then my blood pressure shot up, and I've never had a problem with my blood pressure, apart from one time I took some hot pepper. And then I did a scan. I went through some investigations. My blood was good, but my T cells had a problem. My T3 was normal. The T4 cells were abnormal. They were high, and the TSH was also high. That is what was causing the palpitations. And so for 1.5 months, I got a lot of trouble. I went to the doctors, from one doctor to another. I didn't seem to get a problem, and I was also running out of money. So I got so much feeling like I would lose my life, because I felt death actually knocking my door. I one time called my mom and told her to come and see me for the last time. But I have this young man who's a friend of mine. I'm also his pastor, and he's also my nutritional advisor. And so I called him very early in the morning one day when I was a bit confused and I didn't know what to do. And they asked me to go and see him. So when I went, he put me through the TeraCare therapy, and I was coughing. I had a very irritating cough, which never seemed to be going away. And so when he put me under the therapy, he blew over my body for 25 minutes. And I woke up there, I tried to cough, I was not coughing. And my heart was no longer beating. And when I left the office, I went to another office, and there was no lift there. I took the stairs, which I couldn't do before. And so when I got to the office where I went, I realized I have climbed some stairs to that office. And I said, I'm really healed. Are you hearing me? Hello?
Yes, Pastor. Yes, please.
Yeah, so I realized I have received some healing. And so I became consistent. And for 10 days, I went through the therapy nonstop, and just once a day. And on the 5th day, I had some nodules that were scanned on my throat. 2 of them, but there were several other small ones that were just like mushrooming. They are coming up. And after 5 days, I couldn't feel the swellings. And to this day, my heart has never palpitated. To this day, the thyroid nodules are no longer there. The constipation eased, and I don't have problems apart from just once in a while. And I'm still using the machine. I bought one, and so God, as can say, God is good that He brought the company and also the friend who introduced me to this therapy. And through the the device that I bought, I'm able also to reach out others, and I'm seeing great things about this device. The energy, even today I've worked a lot. That was not what I could do. I have a lot of energy. I want to do many things. Even that first day, I came back and everybody in the house knew I was very sick, and they were all worried. And my niece asked me, Auntie, what has happened to you? Because they saw me with a lot of energy and power. And I can attest to it that this device is what we need even for this future. I heard the one who came first say that we are already in the future. And I say thank you. Thank you very much. I'm using the machine. I'm referring people. I'm using it on patients who are sick. And I'm so happy to see the health of people getting transformed. And also, my pockets are also getting transformed. Thank you.
Yeah, thank you for your sharing, Pastor Regina Mwende, all the way from Kenya. Yeah, I think it's a very good testimony to encourage more people to use TeraCare, just solving the problems just like you. Yeah, thank you once again. So next, actually, we want to invite all the way from India. Yeah, we're going to invite Mr. Madeline. Yeah, Mr. Madeline, you can turn on your microphone to share about your testimony.
Hello, am I audible?
Yeah, welcome, Mr. Madhu.
Am I audible?
Yes,
Hello?
yes, yeah, you can start, you can proceed. Thank you. Can hear you
Okay.
clearly.
Thank you very much, Mr. San.
Welcome.
Good evening to all of you. My name is Madhu Nair, and I come from the God's own country, Kerala, India, and I'm speaking from the city of Cochin. First of all, let me really thank the management for giving an opportunity to share my testimonies, and also to Mr. Soma for a wonderful presentation, which we were all looking for past so many days. It was really very elaborative, and though it took some more time, but it was really elaborative. And it was coming to the testimony part. Before that, I would like to thank, first of all, Mr. Shankar, who is my good friend for the past 20 years, and who was instrumental in sharing the details of iTeraCare to me. Initially, right from the day he came down to the office of iTeraCare. So initially, he sent me the few details, and I happened to share it with one of my very good friend in Chennai, Mr. Rakesh. And I always look up to Rakesh for some technology-based informations, and because his knowledge on science and technology is really good. So he gave me a feedback that he's heard about the terahertz, but he's not very much sure about the other things. But anyway, we waited for Mr. Shankar, and ultimately, when Mr. Shankar came down to India, I requested Mr. Rakesh to meet up with Shankar and look at the product and give us a feedback. And once he saw the product, and told me the product looks good, but on the efficacy part, it's we are yet to see. So once the first consignment came down, Mr. Shankar sent me the product, and once I received the product, I was really, I didn't know how to go about it, whether it is really worth it, or because we are hearing so many scams and other things in the market. But since I took Shankar's words to trust, I started using the product initially. I'm a diabetic basically for the past 20 years. And the last 2 years, I've severely having a problem with my diabetic neuropathy and acute spondylitis. These are the two symptoms which have been developed for the last 2 years. And I was looking for a complete cure for this. So initially, but I was also skeptical like anybody else because everything was new. So I just started using the blower on my foot to make sure so that any issues happens to me also at the end. At the worst, I may have to lose my foot only. So I was very skeptical initially. But simultaneously, I had one more thing happened. My brother-in-law called me, and he was complaining of indiscriminate pain on his calf muscles, and he was unable to sleep during the nights. So I just and he was supposed to go for a physiotherapy. And then I told him about. I referred to him about this product, and I said, why don't you come over and just have a look at it? If you find good, you just have 2 or 3 sessions, and if you find it is good, maybe you can continue. Otherwise, you can go ahead with what you want. So ultimately, he came over, and once initially he started using the product, and I used to use the product on him for daily or for 30 to 45 minutes. And to my surprise, he started getting a good relief by the fourth day. So then he said me, oh, the product is supposed to be good because I'm getting good sleep nowadays, and the pain has subsidized. And so we continued, and he was a very good studious patient for me. He used to come every evening, and I used to treat him very sincerely for 30 to 45 minutes. And to our surprise, by the seventh or eighth day, his pain had completely vanished. And that was when I also started gaining confidence more on the product. So initially, as I said, I was blowing out just on my leg and palms. I started going for the full-fledged treatment. And first week, I started giving full treatment to my legs. And the improvement has tremendously done very much to my body. And further surprised me was when I started using it for my acute spondylitis. Within a span of 7 days, my spondylitis pain, which I used to really suffer very badly and really cry sometimes with the pain, that pain had completely vanished. And now, past 1 week, I have been started using the product in a very systematic and like a treatment. I've started using it on all parts of my body. Both I use it in the morning for 1 hour session, and evening 1 hour session. I use it on my body. And as Mr. Soma was explaining, a few things which I started realizing is my energy level has started going up, which was not there earlier. The energy level has really gone up well. And my spondylitis pain, I've got almost 80% relief from the pain, from the total pain. And my legs pain is considerably less. It is, but since it's a progressive one, it will take some time for me to completely recover. But let me tell you, it is really a miracle product for me. And the product, let me thank Mr. Shankar and the management of the company for, first of all, introducing the product, and Mr. Shankar for referring that product to me. And finally, I have only one thing to say. The more we recommend this product to others, the commercial gains, what we are going to earn is enormous. But the blessings what we are going to get from the people who are suffering with various types of diseases, that is going to be much, much more than all of this. Thank you once again for the opportunity given. Have a good evening to all of you. Stay safe, stay home.
Yeah, thank you. Thank you for the fantastic testimony from Mr. Madeline all the way from India. Yeah, he's not only solving his problem, but also used iTeraCare to solve many people, to help other people. Yeah. So like he said, by helping other people, also actually we will get the blessing and also get what we call that for better health and better wealth. Okay, thank you once again, Mr. Madeline. Next,
it's my pleasure.
Yeah, thank you. And next, we're going to invite another one also from India, our friend, Maria Xavier. Yeah, Maria Xavier, you can on your microphone right now, and you're invited, and also you can turn on your camera. Yeah, Maria Xavier, Maria Dominic, you can turn on your microphone.
Hello, can you hear?
Yes, Dominic. Yeah, Mr. Dominic. Yeah, welcome.
Yeah, I am Maria Dominic Xavier from India, living in state Tamil Nadu. The city is Chennai. First, I thank company, iTeraCare company, and I also thank Mr. Sankar. Because of Sankar only introduced me the product. Sankar is my friend past 10 years. He called me and told me, I have a device. I am in Chennai. I have a device which will immediately will buy. He told me. Then I went to him. When I saw him, I asked, where you are having pain? I told, I'm having pain in back because I used to drive more than 100 kilometers every day. So I will be having back pain. So he blew down back for 10 minutes. I just got relaxed there. Then I came back. The next day, I felt no pain because getting early morning, I'll be having so many pain. So I will not get up instantly. So it will take slowly. But when I used this Terahertz device for 10 minutes, I got relief. Then I had a friend who suffered from TB for 6 months. She consumed the tablet also for 6 months. So after the 4th month onwards, she had a pain on all the joint pains. So I asked Mr. Sankar whether it will be helpful for our Terahertz mission. He told, yes, sure. Then I brought her to Sankar. Sankar blowed in only the left arm, knee. For 10 minutes, she told, I'm having light pain. The 30 minutes, she told, I have no pain. It is severe pain he had for 3 months. It is all a joint. Then she told me he needs a product. So I bought the product and regularly I am using it for 15 days. She is now don't have any pain in knee, any pain knees. See, this was wonderful for me. Then I was telling my friend, all my friends, and one of my friend, Mr. Abraham, he is my close friend. I told him. So he told, so I shall see the machine. So I brought to Mr. Sangat to Abraham. He was having pain in neck here. For so many months he was having, I think. So we blowed only 10 minutes and another 10 minutes. He went back. The next day he told me that he slept nice because because due to the pain, he couldn't sleep. But after blowing this one, he was sleeping nicely, getting also later. Then he referred a friend, Mr. Wahab. The Wahab had a pain for so many years. He is having pain in the lower side of chest and back side, the elbow. He is having the back side of the same place due to gallbladder stone. So he went to doctor. Doctor told that he is having multiple gallbladder stone. So doctor told to remove the gallbladder. So and he told me that it will help. I told sure it will be helping, but it will take time because of inner organ. It will take more than three months. I told. Let us try it, he told, and he came to Mr. Sanger, and there we blowed it with the bro for 10 minutes, and we gave him only 20 minutes blowing. He went back. He also told in the next day morning, he phoned me because he also told that he slept nicely because pain he didn't sleep, but he using only 20 minutes, he was asleep nicely. So, and he told me I will take time to buy iTeraCare machine for 3 or 4 days. It will take time, but it is getting relief. You daily come to my home and blow the area. He told, no problem. I will come. I told. The next day we are planning to go. So in the 6 o'clock we had a heavy rain. I thought today because of rain I don't want to go there. But my friend Abraham, I have called and told him that at any time, no problem. You please come because I'm getting recovery. So I went in that day. I went there 10 o'clock and I came back my home 12 o'clock. But the thing that happened is his pain is gone and relaxing very much interest. The 4th day he bought the machine. Now he is relieved from the pain. He told daily he going to use. After 20 days, he will take the test. The stone will be, he is confident that the stone will be removed. This is a wonderful thing because the Sangha told me, you come and see the machine, definitely you buy. It happened because once you see him and believe using it, everybody, to whom I am referring, everybody wants a product. The thing that is price is little bit high, so that for that only they are waiting. But everybody likes our iTeraCare machine because of their using. And I have so many testimonials, but today there is no time. I will withdraw this one testimony only. So I am very thankful to company iTeraCare, and I am very thankful to my Mr. Sangha. And I'm very thankful to Mr. Sham also because he is exactly starting the Zoom meeting at 6 o'clock. And Soma also very helpful to us because he is giving detail about our product. So all that I'm saying thanks and thank you very much.
Yeah, thank you very much all the way to sharing from Mr. Dominic Xavier. Yeah? And he is not only solving his problem, also use this device to help many people. And we expect from him to get more testimony in near future. Okay, thank you once again to Mr. Dominic. And next, I would like to take this opportunity to invite this very special persons. And he has been in the network industry for the past 30 years. And right now, he's actually, he's our business consultant for South Asia. I think let us welcome Mr. Shankar to share with us a little bit. Welcome, Mr. Shankar.
Yes. Good evening, everybody. Can you all hear me?
Yeah, Shankar, you enjoy yourself, huh? Oh, have a relax, huh?
Yeah, I'm relaxed now. My wife told me don't lie down and talk. Okay, I'll sit down and talk. Okay, good evening, everybody. And thank you for all the wonderful talks by Mr. Madhu Nair and also Mr. Maria Dominic and a lady from Africa. What's her name? Regina. Okay, wonderful testimonials. And thank you very much, Mr. Soma, for giving that prolonged talk, that extended talk, whereby all of us were feeling sleepy, but they were all listening to you, and they were excited. They were watching your demos, and it was really fantastic. Okay, basically, I just like to say that this product, I was introduced to this product by Dr. Stephen Lai and Mr. Thomas Lim, along with Dr. Jimmy Chong, back in Malaysia at my condo about 5 months back. Okay, and they told me about this product. I was skeptical about this product. Okay, but anyway, I said, okay, you try it on my arms and my thumbs, and let's see what are the results. So they tried blowing on my arms and thumbs, and I felt a little bit relief because both my thumbs, I've been having, you can say, rheumatoid arthritis for almost 30 years. Okay, because I was a hockey player. I was a very active hockey player, whereby I represented the Malaysian national hockey team in hockey, and I was a wrist hitter. Normally, when people hit the ball, you using both your arms, full arms, but I am only using my wrist. Okay, and but both my thumbs and my wrists, they got worn out and they got injured many years ago. And I said, okay, never mind. So 10% I got relief from the pain. I said, okay, let me purchase one unit and I'll try it. So I kept on using the unit, and after 8 treatments, that means 8 days, 20 minutes a day I was doing the treatment. After 8 treatments, the pain was totally gone from my hands. Both my thumbs were as normal as what it was previously. So I was wondering if this product can do such a thing, if it can cure people, if it can help people in any other health problems, it will be a great success. Okay, and I was also targeting the Indian market and the surrounding countries. Okay, so I kept treating myself in other areas, and those were all minor areas. Okay, my thumbs were the serious injuries that I used to have. All right, so what happened was, when I came to India, I mean, we had already discussed and decided to work with iNetwork on the business part. And when I came to India, April 15th, I called up a few of my friends, and I told them about it, and they were ready, and they said they were ready to test out the product. But on May 23rd, when I woke up at 6 o'clock in the morning in Chennai, I woke up with chest pains. All right, and I went to the hall. I sat on my couch, and I told my wife to bring me the, what do you call that? The acidity, the Gelusil. To give me the Gelusil. I took the Gelusil, and within 45 minutes, the pain went off. So I thought it was another one of my gastric attacks, so I just left it. But later that day, my friend called me up from Malaysia. He is my classmate, previous classmate. He's a doctor, Dr. Anand. He called me up. I told him about what happened. He told me, you better just go and do an ECG and echo, because for your age, anything can be, there could be something serious. So I said, okay. The next day I went and did an ECG and echo, and it showed that I had a massive heart attack. All right. And he told me to rush to the hospital. I called him back, and then I showed him the reports. He said, rush to the hospital. I went to the hospital. The hospital, you know what they did? They frightened the life out of my wife. They told my wife that I have to go for open heart surgery, and all the other nonsense they were talking. All right. And they were talking about the amount. All right, how much we have to pay in the hospital. That's what they were focusing on. I told my wife, enough is enough. I'm checking out. So I checked out of the hospital, but the doctors in the hospital, they were stopping my wife from checking me out. I said, no such things. Just give me the form. And then I told my wife to sign. I came back home. I treated myself with the iTeraCare device. I did not touch any of the medication that the hospital gave. All right. So on May 29th, I went for my second ECG and echo, and it showed clearly that my heart was only functioning 30%. So what I did, I said, okay, never mind. I will start using the device. I kept using the device until July 1st, whereby I did my third ECG and echo. And you know what? Guess what? My heart was now functioning 43%, 13% improvement in my heart. Okay. Any doctor here who is on this Zoom call will immediately say that is a massive improvement, because the doctor, the specialist who was there, when he read the report, he told me the maximum your heart can ever improve through Western medication is 1 or maximum also 2%. Okay, but I have improved by 13%. Okay, he asked me, what have you been doing? So I told him, I'm using this device and I'm not even touching your medicine, none of the Western medicine. So I used the device, and he called me personally and told me how much is the device, and asked me how much is the device. I told him the price, and he said, please send me one device. I'll bank in the money into your account. The specialist, the doctor, has bought one device from me. Okay. So I delivered the device to him, and I told him, you give me your feedback on your patients. He said, I can't use this on patients because it is not medically certified, but I can use it on my family members and myself. I said, okay. So my next checkup will be on August 5th. And August 5th, I will give you all the good news that my heart has improved to more than 50%. Okay. I have full confidence in this product. I have full confidence the product will do wonders for everybody, for every even detail, even the smallest problem to the most serious problem. Because if it can solve my heart problems, it can solve anything. Okay. And thirdly, I have been drinking Terahertz water for more than a year. Okay. Because there was the other machine, the Terahertz water machine. And let me tell you, 2018, December 2018, I was diagnosed with 4th stage cancer. Doctors gave me 6 months to live. All right, 6 months. If I did not do chemo, radiation, and also surgery. So I'm not going to do anything, but I am going to come back to you in 1 year's time. And I will prove to you that my heart is, that my cancer has been solved. All right. So what I did was I started taking Ayurvedic products and also drinking this Terahertz water. All right. And frankly telling you, my health improved. I was like bedridden initially in 2018, and I could feel my strength, my energy coming back into me. And I've been drinking and I've been taking the Ayurvedic products. And trust me, today, and after getting this device, this Terahertz device, I've been blowing at my area, at my stomach area.
I can tell you now, either I am stage 1 or my cancer is gone, because next month I will go for my scan again. I will go again for my scan on my cancer. All right. And trust me, this product has helped me in my cancer, in my heart problems, in my varicose veins, and also my rheumatoid arthritis on both my thumbs and my wrists. Okay. So this product, as it was mentioned on one of our group chats, that it is a miracle product, and I will tell you it is a first-class miracle product. Okay, because there is no other product which can do what this product can do. All right. So with this product, you can treat yourself by blowing directly onto the areas where you are affected and where you are having problems. And also, you can make terahertz water out of this product. Okay, just blow it directly into the water. If you have a container, not plastic containers, don't ever use plastic. You can either use a porcelain or a glass jar. Okay, even up to 5 liters or 10 liters glass jars. You can charge the water and you just drink it daily, and you will see the difference on what this device will do for your body. All right. I thank you very much, and I thank the whole management for deciding to take in this product with the company iNetwork. Okay, iNetwork to you, and I thank the management for giving me the opportunity to bring it to India, and I thank the management that today, India, today, especially today, 100 over leaders were at the hotel, but only they allowed 4 leaders into the room per time, okay? Because they are very strict on the COVID-19 here in Pune. 100 over leaders were at the hotel, and I thank the management because these 100 over leaders are going to sign up into the system, and I will inform Elvis, your line is going to start moving from August onwards with this 100 over leaders, okay? And your other leg, where Mr. Madhu is there, your leg will start moving in August also. So take care of your legs, take care of all your people, all right? And let's see everybody at the top. I want to see each and everyone earning 7 figures. I'm not talking about Indian rupees, 7 figures US dollars. I would like to see each and everyone, including Elvis and the team. I like to see each of you earning 7 figures because India market is going to boom very soon. Take care. Thank you very much.
Yeah, thank you very much, all the way from Chennai, India, our business consultant for South Asia, Mr. Shankar, shared with us not only his own testimony, but then actually bringing us the latest news about what's happening there. And I think this product is booming up now in India. Okay, next one, before we go for the Q&A sessions, we'd like to invite this special gentleman. He is actually the person that actually brought the unit of iTeraCare into iNetwork. So I think we have to take this time to welcome our iNetwork International Group President, Dr. Stephen Lai.
Yeah, good evening to all the members, leaders throughout the world. So with this such a wonderful product, we hope that we don't miss the golden opportunity that can bring us health and wealth. With such a good company, good product, and good marketing plan, such a powerful marketing plan, we can easily achieve our dream in life. We can achieve our goal in life. So the main key to increase our group sales, this is a simple basic step we need to do. Number 1, okay, first of the main key to earn a good income in iNetwork business. Number 1, we have to use the product every day, because when you use the product every day, you will learn more about the product and you will fall in love with the product. Is it not? So by using the product every day, you will feel the immediate improvement in your health. So when you share it to people, you will feel, people will feel the sincerity, the integrity. You see not? So we need to share this product to all those friends, relatives that we know. Make it a habit. Okay, this is one of the very important secret. Number 2, share your personal testimonial to all your friends. Make it a habit. Surround us. So we need to share when we use the product, because most of the Malaysians now they are now MCO time. Most of the time they lay down on the bed, they're sitting, lack of exercise. So this is the best time that you can use the iTeraCare for at least 3 or 4 times, like me every day. I blow it on my body, and I feel very energetic, and improve my blood circulation. You see not? And I have a normal cold hand and a cold leg, because I used to sleep with low temperature aircon, and I feel now my hand is warm, my leg is warm. A lot of improvement. So share your personal testimonial to all your friends. Sorry, make it a habit. Number 3, and we were going to gather all the testimonial throughout the whole world in video. So the video will be released. Okay. Now we are doing the translation for Chinese, English, and also Malay, and also in Bahasa Hindu, because we are starting the Indonesian market. So collect all the videos, keep it and show it to your friends, and read all the testimonial. And number 4, we need, as a leader, we need to attend all the Zoom meeting. Invite your prospect, not only you yourself, attend the Zoom meeting, and also invite all your friends to attend the Zoom meeting, because this will make you have the more confidence, more understanding of the product. And also the company is coming out with the latest the product video is going to come up with a very convincing, very good product video. So make full use of the product video and share it to your friends and relatives. Okay. And number 5, and weekly we are going to organize a lot of the iElite system training. iElite training to teach you the know-how to build your network, to teach you the know-how how to boom up your business. Okay, this is one of the very important factors that I hope that all the leaders and all the members will do the same. Okay, and finally, I would like to share with one good news. Congratulations to the Tesang Technology founder, Mr. Yang Wenjing, was invited by the authority of China Scientist Research Institute and nominated as the specialist committee members of China Academy of Science Research for his contribution in the Terahertz device invention. So this is a very grand convention led by the president of China, President Xi. Okay, so congratulations to our Tesang founder. So this gives us a good news to prove that, because the Terahertz device in China have bring a lot of goods, a lot of help to the society. That's why he was nominated as one of the scientists of inventory of the Terahertz device. Congratulations. So finally, I would like to say one word: the more you learn, the more you earn, the more better you are. So keep up, all my dear friends. Okay, we will be better and better, and hopefully iTeraCare by end of this year we can go up to at least open up 30 country markets. Thank you very much.
Yeah, thank you very much. All the good news and also the information, especially the skills and so on, provided by our group president, Dr. Stephen Lai.